Friends, welcome you all with all congratulations for your this being so regular in the Shastra Adhyayana Prayatna. May it be kept on like that in spite of every difficulties inner and outer. Also let us invoke together the divine Krupa to keep us on this most divine path. लोकसेवक धर्मस्थापक विरागी भक्त शिष्य मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु श्रोत साधक परिश्रमी प्रेरित प्रशांत गंभीर संस्कृत भाषा ज्ञाता. These are the Vyaktitwas which we have to strengthen in us. Of course, taking the help of the Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Jagannatha Tattva, the Devata Ganas, and also the Guru Gana and the Shruti Smriti Itihasa Purana Adi. Welcome for the study of Shwethashwathara Upanishad of Krishna Yajurveda Prathamodhyayaha. It is only the Maya Kruta difference between Jiva Ishvara and again for the Jiva Bhoktru Bhogya. If one is fully focusing attention on the Tattva itself, he will discover that Tattva, all these three, Maya, Ishvara Jiva or Jiva, for him the Bhogya Vastu and the Bhoga, in which there is samsara, all of that goes away. This is what is the theme of the ninth mantra of the first chapter. We are trying to study, trying to understand. We will continue further the guidance given. Before that, our Shanti mantra, Sankalpa, before that, sometime our some common sense thought discussion. Is it okay for you, the Skype people? Are you able to listen? Is the sound okay? Please reply, one of you. Hari Om. Is the sound okay? Hello? I can't listen to you. Hmm? Are you there or not? Om. Hmm. Yes, friends. In today's common sense thought, what we'll think about is, देखो, there are some who are fully established in Brahmanubhuti and thus serving the world. There are those who are at the brim level of serving the world. Those who are in the middle level of their Brahma Prapti sadhana. There are some people We have just begun the Brahma Prapti sadhana. Some are there, those who are starting out in their life that Paramatma Prapti alone is the moksha. Some of them are struggling even to reach to that level of convincingly understanding and accepting that the Brahma Prapti alone is the moksha hetu. And in that category, you and I are there. Now, with all those few years of our experimentation, we must be very clear that these are the five stages we have to cross to reach the ultimate one. And among all those stages, the first stage in which we are now of struggling to get convinced about Paramatma Prapti alone is the moksha hetu. And therefore, that alone has to be pursued. Therefore, other than that, nothing should be touched upon at all. To come to this understanding, the present state which we are in, the most toughest, difficult, most one. As we used to say earlier in our examples, once we hit the highway, the vehicle can move with all the speed. But to negotiate the path from the place where we are through all those small little lanes and lot of clustered areas and the marketplaces and then reach to the highway is the most difficult thing. In the same way, for all of us, as we are seeing it, the struggle to reach to that highway wherein only Paramatma Prapti is the moksha hetu, that conviction. Only after that, wholehearted, full-fledged adhyatmika sadhana worthy of talking about can begin. Okay. Now, for all these things, up to being established in the anubhuti, called as the moksha, and the first step of getting fully convinced about it, first step. See the amount of struggles we have to go through, things we have to manage. Here is where today's our discussion. And the main topic point of discussion is nothing can be taken lightly. Nothing can be taken for granted. Every moment, everything has to be fully monitored, fully consciously dealt with, that we are able to negotiate through, not anything outside, but our own inner making to reach to that conviction. This is the most important thing in true, serious, genuine spirituality, that we can no more take anything lighter. Anything means anything, everything means everything. Nothing can be taken lighter. As we saw some 20 days back, again in the common sense thought only, same thing came. Every moment, whatever we do, what we don't do, all of that is oriented towards this effort to gain the conviction. We have to gain the conviction that the Paramatma Prapti is the moksha hetu. Even to come to this understanding, also a state of maturity and struggle. And then now, for gaining that conviction, be attentive. We have to thoroughly master the Shastra Siddhanta Jnana. To thoroughly master the Shastra Ukta Siddhanta Jnana, how much chintana we have to do? Think. For that chintana, how much manana we have to do? Think. For that manana, how much swadhyaya we have to do? Think. For doing the swadhyaya, how much shravana we have to do? Think. है ना? For all these four things of shravana, adhyayana, manana, chintana, to come to the understanding about the Brahman alone is reality, Prapti of Brahman alone is moksha, therefore that alone is my goal. To achieve these four things itself, how much we have to be careful regarding our own inner equipments, isn't it? How tough it is, how difficult it is, how much energy is required, how much concentration is required, how much time is required. We have to realize it, and then we must start, therefore, doing so. And that is why, for the one who really wants to grow spiritually, and he asks the teacher, "Oh Lord, oh Guru, how to go about?" The first thing the teacher has to say, though it is not so much likable by the student, is, "Beta, totally your whole day, whole time only has to be dedicated for it, for two main reasons. First is the understanding of truth, pursuit of the truth is so subtle that to reach to that subtle level, like a scientist, how dedicatedly he works, we have to do. Second is important key. If we don't do that totally wholeheartedly, only this job, then what else we do? Something else we do. Unfortunately, that something else, whatever little bit also done, that is inevitably the distraction or the obstacle or that which cancels what positively we are doing. Means what? We have to purify our heart. What is that purifies our heart? That only we have to do. If we don't do, something else we do which impurifies our heart. We have to make our buddhi sukshma. If we don't do, something else we do which will make our buddhi sthula. We have to do the ekagrata abhyasa practice. If that is not done, then we do something else which makes our antakarana anekagra. See, we have to be always in Shuddha Vairagya. If that effort is not done, the opposite of that, the Raga Dvesha, we get lost in it. Therefore, because of the subtlety of the subject, the self, its understanding and pursuit, and also if that is not done, exactly opposite to that, and the things which cancel that done, sadhana done, we inevitably do. Therefore, to avoid that, to avoid both of them, or to avoid this one, to get this, what we are told is totally you have to be dedicated for the only Adhyatmika Marga. That Guru, he cannot help, he has to say, that's the fact. Then disciple also, heart in heart, he knows it is true. But in the beginning stages, it becomes difficult for him to understand and accept. But as he tries his best and goes on failing, in that failure only he will slowly come to know what is said by the Guru is correct, that I have to be totally dedicating for it. You know, like any of the sports people or the artists, especially those who are on the music front or even the action front. Whole day of theirs, as long as they are in that career, is oriented towards that only. They have to do everything which keeps them, makes them fit, and they have to avoid everything which makes them unfit, which makes them lose their fitness. Everything. If you take a cinema actor, first is their looks and appearances. थोड़ा मोटा हो गए, then they lose the heroine character. They will get the heroine's sasoma character. You understand? If their swiftness reduces, then instead of the hero, they will only be the side artist. If their dialogue delivery gets failed, then they can never be again a hero, a guest appearance only. Dire, dire. So, as long as they are in the career, they have to maintain everything. So to a sports person, है ना? If he has to be taken into the team, how much they have to struggle to update themselves, fully focus only on that one. There's no way. This you have to, you and I who have struggled last few years to grasp the Upanishadic Jnana, for you and I, it is the right time for us this to understand and accept it. And then truly let us try little by little to offer our entire heart, our entire life only for this, and not a less worthy thing it is, है ना? To hesitate, यार ये तो बहुत छोटी चीज़ है, इसके लिए मैं अपने आप को कैसे देता हूँ? No, it's the greatest of all, the highest of all, the most beautiful, it is worthy. Everything else is unworthy, isn't it? So, put it this way, as regard the avoiding things concerned, avoidable things, everything which disturbs our spiritual poise, our spiritual goal, our spiritual gains that are gained, all of that has to be avoided. And you all know the first thing is it is food only. सबसे पहले we have to be careful about the anna, the सात्विक आहार, मित आहार, दैवार्पित आहार, न्यायार्जित आहार, है ना? न्यायार्जित, which is earned honestly. Then sattvic ahara, which is shuddha sattvic. Then daivarpita, it should be offered to the god. Then mita, it should be limited quantity. Then only the tongue and so many things are brought into control. We cannot be any more licentious. Second is our connection, contact with the objects and our indulgences through the objects, whichever they are. About the tongue, mouth, food we spoke, about all other indriyas. Because every one of them weaken us, every one of them distract us, every one of them nullify what we have done. Thereafter, our life is दो कदम आगे, दो कदम पीछे, जहाँ थे वहीं है. Every day, this is a delusion. That we put 2 foot front, 2 feet, again 2 feet back, we find where we were. कभी कभी तो ना 2 कदम आगे, 3 पीछे, तो 1 कदम पीछे ही जाते हैं. Realizing that is this is important. Second one. Third, all those which disturb our mind into more and more rajoguna, raga, dvesha, those things also we have to avoid. And on the front of entertainment, generally we involve in them, but they all make us tamoguni and rajoguni. These all have to be avoided. नहीं तो द एकाग्रता of mana, शुद्धता of the mana, these things we cannot maintain, which are required. हम तो भूल ही जा रहे हैं परमात्मा नामक लक्ष्य को दिन भर. Only when we are in the class or in our puja samaya, we are remembering, which is not enough, isn't it? And many things that can be spoken, but we are cutting short, limiting them. Another thing is about the human beings. From our heart, no individual's attachment should anymore be there. Everything should be removed, whoever they may be. Absolutely, our heart should become free from special importance given to anybody. From our side in the heart. Outside व्यवहार होता है, व्यावहारिक संबंध होता है, वो तो जरूरी है, वो चलेगा. But in the heart, all of that has to be removed. Close the eyes, you remember thousand people, but with none of them we have any emotional attachment. See that? With the people we have to be, with the sources of entertainment, with all the objects. Two more things we can talk about. One is our activities. है ना? Our activities. Not so many activities that all our energy goes away. And also, not that no action at all, then unknowingly we are entering into tamoguna. That also we have to mind. Last but not the least is the sleeping hours. Specific sleeping hours, required amount of sleeping hours, not again more, then that is a waste of time. मजा तो आता है नींद में, but then it wastes our time. We are human beings. When do we get this body? We don't know. We have to do sadhana with it. So we cannot afford to give extra time for extra sleep. That conviction we have to do. That habit we have to develop. Then the less sleep again creates so many other physiological, psychological imbalances. इसलिए उसको भी प्रॉपर देखना. So these are all the things to be avoided. We have to mature to understand this, accept this, mold ourselves like that. Then the things to be done, I need not say, you all are already doing. What is not to be done is more times important than what is to be done, because we are good people, serious people in doing what is to be done. The problem with us is we neutralize whatever we have done by doing that which is not supposed to be done. That is why we focus on that first. Then, in the things to be done, first and foremost, I believe the Guru and God Upasana, because their Shaktis are required for us. Then, as said already, Shastra, Shravana, Adhyayana, Manana, Chintana. Then, to gain concentration, stamina for this, the other regular sadhanas of Japa Adi, Bhajana Adi, Kirtana Adi, whichever works, whichever the day. कभी स्तोत्र पढ़ो, कभी भजन करो, कभी जप करो, या डेली इनको इनमें से कुछ करते रहना. आई एम डूइंग दिस टू क्वालिफाई माई सेल्फ फॉर द स्पिरिचुअल साधनास ऑफ श्रवण अध्ययन मनन चिंतन. ऐसा. सो इन दैट वे हर पल हमको इतना केयरफुल रहना पड़ता है. कोई भी इंद्रिय छोड़ दिया जाए, it gathers the dust, then to clean it up again it takes time, isn't it? That is why, you know, कीचड़ में लगाना क्यों पाँव और उसको धोना क्यों, जब अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, प्रॉपर रास्ते में जा सकते हैं. डन. सो द ब्यूटिफुल श्लोका in Yoga Vasishta, we are going to get it many times. Also in many other textbooks for a spiritual seeker, to a sincere spiritual seeker. Told is in Gita also comes in 10th chapter. Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam. Then the most important word comes next one. Etat ekaparatvam cha. एकपरता, एक परमात्मा ही परम लक्ष्य है, इसलिए टुवर्ड दैट परमात्मा प्राप्ति लक्ष्य ओनली all our personality is oriented. No other thing is mixed up. Ekaparatva. Tat chintanam is Shravana and Adhyayana and Chintana. Tat kathanam is what? Wherever you get a mic to talk, about that only you do the kathanam. Anyonyam tat prabodhanam, if you are in a company of person for whatever reason, mutual discussion should be only about that Paramatma. है ना? देखो, tat prabodhanam anyonyam. About the Paramatma only you both have to talk. If it is not done, naturally, something other is talked, which creates vasanas. So to tat kathanam. If a mic is given, if you don't talk about Paramatma, again you talk all the worldly samsara only. In the same way, if within ourselves when we are alone, if that chintana we don't do, we all know we do the chintana of the again samsara. Same way, if we don't do the swadhyaya of the Paramatma through Upanishad study, something else we study. So too, if we don't come to the Upanishadic Shravana class, something else we do the Shravana, which is other than Paramatma. अब इस तरह से हमें अपने आप को पूर्णतया तैयार करना है, पहले स्वीकार करना है कि दिस इज आई हैव टू फुल्ली ओरिएंट माई सेल्फ टुवर्ड्स स्पिरिचुअलिटी in which there are two things. One, the things to be avoided because they are all obstructions. Second is the things that are necessarily to be done. In this way, as said, bhojana, pana, nidra, gamana, entertainment, meeting the people, interaction with them, none of the things can be taken for granted. Now that is why you understood how many times we quoted that line of Kathopanishad, Avrutta Chakshuhu, Amrutatvam Icchan. Bas, his eyes means what? 5 plus 5 plus 4. 10 indriyas and 4 antakarnas are closed for everything else other than Paramatma. That thing is called Avrutta Chakshu. And the other side, what do we do after that? Amrutatvam Icchan. Desiring that immortal Paramatma, to pursue him who is in our own heart, all the 14 faculties have to be brought from their habitual running out stage, nature. First, this theoretical knowledge we have to be thorough in it and accept it. Then, with that balanced personality, making a beautiful schedule for ourselves, keep on doing our best. First, once what is to be done in that, what is to be avoided also included, is clear. Then keep on doing it. Let it happen in its own time. जहाँ जाना है, जैसे जाना है, जब पता है, अब जाने लग रहे हो, तो when do we reach? Is it a question to be worried about? No need. You will reach one day. कोई चिंता ही नहीं उस बात के बारे में. So today we try to say how the साधकास सिद्ध पुरुष से लेकर साधना, साधना से पहले अधिकारित्व. These things we discussed today. And where do we stand is at this level of, struggling ourselves to get convinced about Paramatma. And in that effort, we are failing because all the other cares which we have to take, we are not realizing the importance of them. Now we discussed, now let us take importance, give importance to it. है ना? जैसे प्रेमी को आंख खोले आंख बंद करे, the premika whatever only is remembered. Same way for us also, closed eyes, opened eyes, Paramatma Laksha alone should be there. To reach to that much study of Shastra, to study the Shastras, that much avoidance of everything else is inevitable. इसी को विवेक वैराग्य कहते हैं. इसी को न कर्मणा न प्रजया न धनेन त्यागेन कहते हैं. दे आर ऑल टेक्निकल वेदांतिक वे ऑफ सेइंग. द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव सीन सो फार in our understandable language. And it is nothing difficult at all to understand that when we are left with ourselves, left to ourselves, by ourselves, are we not that way, only involving in all which are the strengtheners of the samsara. अब देखो और कोई हमें दूसरा चाहिए नहीं हमको समझाने के लिए. इफ यू थिंक वी आवर सेल्स विल अंडरस्टैंड इट. एंड ऑल्सो वी आर इन दैट कन्विक्शन. तो दोनों का हमको अनुभव है. फंसने का अनुभव है, फंसने से बाहर आने का भी है. अब फंसने का धीरे धीरे अवॉइड करना है, बाहर आने का धीरे धीरे बढ़ाते जाना है. And all that boils down to one thing, as the thought with which we started. Other than Paramatma Prapti, nothing should be the goal, because nothing can be the goal, because nothing is there. ये पहली बात है, यहाँ से शुरू होता है. डन. राम राम कृष्ण कृष्ण. ओम ओम ओम. ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्. ओम जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणम्. Let us chant 6th to 10th mantra of the first chapter. Om ath prathamodhyayah sarva jive sarva samste bruhante अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारञ्च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् स्त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्पराः योनिमुक्ताः संयुक्तमेतत् क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमेशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावाद् ज्ञात्वा देवम् उच्यते सर्वपाशैः ज्ञाज्ञौ द्वावजावीशनीशौ अजाह्येका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेततो क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमायानिवृत्तिः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. नारायण. 9th mantra. ओम ज्ञाज्ञौ द्वावजावीशनीशौ अजाह्येका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत्. So friends, ज्ञाज्ञौ द्वौ, the Jna, Ishvara, Agnya, Jiva, two. Ishvara Samashti, Jiva Vyashti. Both of them are Aja. They are unborn because they both are expression of Paramatma through the Upadhi only. Therefore, they are appearances, but they are not born. Okay, now a big question was raised by Pura Bakshi, has been answered by our Siddhanti. What is his question? You are talking about Advaita Brahma. How come the conditional expressions of Jiva Ishvara, for them to be cause, nothing other than Brahman is there, and Brahman himself is Kutastha, Aparinami, Advitiya, isn't it? He is Kutastha, Aparinami, Advitiya, and Abhokta. This is what you talk about the Brahman. He is Kutastha. He is always the same. Aparinami, he never got modified. Advitiya is one without second. Then how come this Jiva Ishvara Jna Jnau? have come? Okay, to this question was the answer, in which the Bhagavan, Paramatma, Parabrahma Bhagavan's Ananta Maya Shakti is introduced. That is called Ajahi Eka Bhoktru Bhogyartha Yukta. So therefore, that Paramatma's Anirvachaniya, undifferentiable, non-separate, non-independent Shakti is to be accepted at this level of our experiencing Jiva Bhava and our need of Upasana of the Ishvara. And those Shastras which talk about the Brahman to be Advitiya, in the same Shastras, at the lower level of understanding and sadhana, have accepted this, the Bhagavan's Maya Shakti. See, final is Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. But the stage wherever we are now, from here for us to travel, to cross the distances, we have to accept all these and move. So that second line, Ajahi Eka Bhoktru Bhogyartha Yukta. Okay. So Paramatma's Maya Shakti only is making Paramatma appear as Ishvara. That Ishvara has this Maya Shakti under his control. Therefore, he has no samsara. He is not having any kartru bhoktru rupa samsara for him to suffer. But the same Paramatma with a Maya Shakti in its miniature form alone is expressing as Jiva. This Jiva being limited in his upadhis, he wants to become infinite. Therefore, in him only kartrutva bhoktrutva rupi samsara are there. Therefore, that Maya Shakti only makes the Jiva out of Paramatma. The Maya Shakti alone provides the Bhogya Vastu for the Jiva and allows him to become Bhokta. And when Maya Shakti makes the Jiva become Bhokta by providing things to him, it provides three things. And one are those by which the Dukkha Bhoga is gained. So हम जिन जिन चीजों के कारण दुखी है, all of them are bhogya. Maya only gave us. Second bhogya vastu Maya gives us is all those because of which we are sukhi. So bhokta ka bhogya artha aja gives. And the third thing, we for us we the bhoktas, the bhogya vastu, the Maya provides is all those things which help us in adhyatmika sadhana. Therefore, the bhogya vastu of all the three types is in its own essential form Paramatma only, but converted and given to us as bhogya vastu by the Maya, because we are the Jivas. This is the subtle thing we have to understand. Ajahi eka bhoktru bhogya artha yukta माया नामक शक्ति वही हमको जीव भी बना रही है, हमें भोक्ता बना रही है, बिफोर दैट कर्ता आल्सो, और हमें अनेक भोग दे रही है. नरक भोग, स्वर्ग भोग, भूलोक भोग, देन साधना, उसको भोग नहीं कह सकते, बट साधना के लिए जो चाहिए वो भी. नो, by avoiding the swarga naraka marga, sukha dukkha marga, punya papa marga, If this jiva uses those things given by the Maya, which are for sadhana, this jiva, when he realizes his essential self, then there is no Maya to him, therefore there is no jiva limited bhava to him, no kartrutva, no bhoktrutva, no samsara. That is what is said in the last two lines. What was said? Trayam yada vindate brahmametat. When he knows Brahman, and by knowing the Brahman, when he knows that Jiva Ishvara Maya or Jiva is Bhogya Vastus as well as the Bhoga of that, all of that when he knows Brahman, then the third line में जो बताया होता है. Yesterday we studied this shloka, third line पहले पढ़ के फिर fourth. In the third we said कि अनंतः च आत्मा विश्वरूपो ही अकर्ता. The real Brahman is Ananta and Vishwarupa and Akarta. Then the Jiva, when he realizes Trayam Yada Vindate Brahmametat, all three as Brahman, though it is not said in this mantra, but that is what it is meant, that when he knows all these three as Brahman, he gets moksha. Yesterday we saw it. Today we will see this way. What is this way? Ki this you and I Jiva, Yada, in that state of our sadhana, Trayam Vindate Brahmam. All these three, when he realizes as Brahman, then he becomes Ananta. He becomes Vishwarupa. He becomes the Akarta. That is called as moksha. So here, the presence of Ishvara is because from the Samashti only the Vyashti comes. Second is, of this Samashti Ishvara, this Vyashti Jiva you and I, by doing the prescribed upasanas, offer all our जीव कारण रूपी उपाधिस, है ना. इसलिए ईश्वर का जरूरत है. फ्रॉम द वेस्ट समष्टि ओनली द वेष्टि कम्स, therefore the samashti Ishvara is required. To by serving the samashti only we get rid of our tadatmya with the vyashti upadhis. Otherwise the samashti Ishvara is not bound, he is moksha only. उनका हमारे लिए जरूरत है. Ishvara is not bound. Ishvara, other side, he knows he is Brahman always. But he is ready with his Maya Shakti to do both Srishti Sthiti Laya, to cater to the Jivas, Papa Punya Phala as well as Sadhana and Sadhana Phala. तो हमारे लिए ईश्वर है. ईश्वर अपने लिए नहीं है. He is always Brahman only. So, this one we have studied yesterday. Ajahi eka bhoktru bhogyartha yukta. See, भवेद अयम ईश्वरादि अविभागः. यदि प्रपंच असिद्धेः एव स्यात्. See, there is no vibhaga of the jiva jagat Ishvara definitely. If the prapancha is not obtained or seen by us. But siddhyati eva prapancha right now, in the samsara kala, sadhana kala, prapancha is very clearly experienced by us. He yasmadarte, therefore, because the prapancha siddhi is there in front of us, not the direct brahmanubhava siddhi. Means the prashna asked by the prashna karta is the brahma sthiti standpoint, from the anubhuti standpoint. Yes, if somebody is that anubhava, there is no prapancha, there is no jiva ishwar. वो उनके लिए है. Your point is right. एकमेवाद्वयम. एकमेवाद्वयम ब्रह्म इज द अद्वैतवादियों का ही थॉट. उसी को लेकर पूर्व पक्षी कह रहा है आपके अद्वैतवाद है तो वेयर फ्रॉम द जीव ईश्वर हैज कम, बिकॉज उपनिषद इज टॉकिंग अबाउट. Therefore, the Advaitavadi has to say, भैया अल्टीमेटली तो हमको अद्वैत ब्रह्म ही है गोल. There, thank God you are accepting what we said. But this Dvaita of the Jiva Ishvara, in between stage में, our own Vedanta Advaita Shrutis only spoke. Because the Prapancha is there in front of us. Prapancha Siddhi हो रही ना. So you have to talk about the Karana of the Prapancha as well as the binding effect of Prapancha as well as how you have to take the help of Prapancha to go beyond Prapancha. देख रहे हो आप जगत को आपके सामने ही सिद्ध है ये सिद्धति एव प्रपंचः therefore यस्मात् अजा प्रकृति ही अजा means प्रकृति why it is called as अजा न जायते इति अजा okay siddha therefore we bring the topic of the aja the maya prakriti to answer your question of where from the jiva ishvara bheda came in your advaita keeping advaita intact. Your question we are answering this way. Aja na jayate iti aja siddha. Maya Shakti is accepted. And one by one things now explained about the Maya. I hope the question is understood. In Nirguna Brahma, where can be Jiva Ishvara Bheda is his question. At that question level, that Pura Pakshi has not come across Maya so far. Now it is introduced. To introduce that Maya, the Guru says, if Prapancha Siddhi is not there, means only Brahma Anubhuti is there, then yes, Advaita Brahma. But Prapancha Siddhi to hai. Therefore, we have to talk about the cause of it, the purpose of it. We are talking the cause it is a particular Paramatma Shakti. And about this Paramatma Shakti, the important Lakshanas are it is not independent of Paramatma. Then on Paramatma it projects Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda but not converts the Paramatma into Jiva Jagat Ishvara. It only imagines or projects only. Therefore, Brahman has never become Jiva Jagat Ishvara. From his own standpoint, he is intact. Maya is never independent of Brahman. Then the Maya projected Jiva Jagateshwara are only projections. They are at that time where we are seeing Prapancha, at that time where we are caught in Prapancha, at that time where we have to go beyond Prapancha. Puja Gurudev gives a good example of the pole vault. You know, you take that pole, then you run, and hold the top of it, and the other top you put on the earth. Then you go jumping up high. Then there is a vault, whatever. So you have to go beyond it. To go beyond it, the pole, with the help of which you have gone up to that height, you leave it and go that side. So we are at this side of the Brahman. We have to go to that side, the Brahma Anubhuti. So the Maya idea, sadhana ideas are all the pole. Holding that, we run and go up to that level. At the time of jumping the other side, we drop it. So at the time of running, jumping, it is required. That is why the Shastra, Advaita Shastra, Upanishads, which talk about Ekameva Advayam Brahma, themselves talk about Jiva Jagadeshwara and their Karana, the Maya. Not to accept that other than Brahman there is Maya, other than Brahman there is Jiva Jagat Ishvara in reality. No, only to help us at the sadhana kala. This is how this topic is summarized here. See what he says. Idi aja siddha. And it is prasava dharmini. Prasava dharmini means it is one which delivers the Jiva Jagat Ishvara Bheda. On whom? Paramatma only. Correct? See Ajamekam Shwethashwathara quotation. We saw. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat. Again Shwethashwathara. Indro Mayavi Pururupa Iyate. Means in our own Upanishads about Maya, in this way it is spoken. Om, Om, Narayana. Then Maya Para Prakriti in another place. Then Sambhavami Atma Mayaya in Gita itself. Ityadi, etc., etc. Shruti Smruti Siddha, which is very much said in the Shrutis and Smrutis. That Aja, that Prakriti is there. Okay, that Aja Prakritis, some more Visheshanas are told. It is Vishwajanani. It is the one which is the cause for the entire Vishwa. Vishwajanani. Vishwajanani. Then Deva Atma Shakti Rupa. It is Bhagwan ka hi Shakti hai. Okay. And then the Atma of this Shakti, from where it has come, is Paramatma only. That's why in the Parabrahma Sthiti, this Shakti is totally one with him, dissolving so much that not even a trace of it is there, as if it is other than Brahman. At that time, Ekameva Dvayam Brahma is talked. Ekameva Dvaya Brahma Sthiti mein, where is Maya? It is undifferentiably one with him. Undifferentiably one with him. To such an extent that Brahman alone is there. This is what in Vedanta we have to grasp. Then only the Advaita acceptance happens. Advaita Siddhi. So that Maya is Vishwajanani. That Maya is Deva Atma Shakti Rupa. We said na? It is Dev Bhagwan का ही स्वयं आत्म शक्ति. उनका ही शक्ति और किसी का नहीं. परमात्मा का स्वयं का शक्ति. That is the meaning of Deva Atma Shakti. From the Maya standpoint, the Atma of this Shakti is Deva only. Atma means substratum, support. This Shakti that way therefore is not independent. All the time remember, Shakti can never be independent of Shaktiman. देवात्म शक्ति ही रूपा देन एका ऐसे दो मायाएं नहीं होते हैं माया आल्सो वन एका देन स्विकार भूत that maya alone in its vikara when it gets modified expresses as bhoktru bhoga bhogyartha prayukta. It is the one which is doing the prayukti of the three things of bhoktru, bhoga, bhogya. Bhoktru is the enjoyer. Bhogya is enjoyed. Bhoga is enjoyment. Bhoktru is the sattva guna. Bhogya is tamo guna. Bhoga is rajo guna. These three are there because of the maya. Okay. So, actually, Bhoktru, substratum is Brahman. Bhogya, substratum is Brahman. Bhoga, substratum is Brahman. On the substratum of Brahman, the Bhoktru, Bhoga, Bhogya, Kalpana is done by this Maya Shakti. That is the meaning of here. Bhoktru, Swavikara Bhuta, Bhoktru, Bhoga, Bhogya, Artha Prayukta. Okay. So how many things are done? One is Vishwajanani. First is Shruti Smruti Siddha, said in all Shruti Smrutis. Second, Vishwajanani. Third, Devatma Shakti. Fourth, Eka. Fifth one, Swavikara Bhuta, Bhoktru Bhoga, Bhogyartha Prayukta. Sixth one is Ishvara Nikatavartini. It is always in very close proximity with Ishvara. ईश्वर को छोड़कर कहीं नहीं जाती वो. Seventh is very important. King Kurvana. It has nothing to do by its own for itself. Whatever the Ishvara's Sankalpa, that alone expresses through Maya. King Kurvana avatishtate is existing when we are seeing Prapancha. So when we see Prapancha, that is because of Maya. And when we see Prapancha, there are three possibilities. Get bound through dukkha by doing wrong, get bound by getting sukha through doing the good, get liberated through the sadhana. प्रपंच में ये तीनों संभावनाएं हैं. So all that is Maya Krita. Clear? So the Brahman is intact. But on Brahman, these are all projected. So you may say, okay, Brahman is intact. On Brahman, all these are projected by Maya. Then the Maya and Brahman, these Dvaita may be there. No, no, no. Because the Maya is never independent. It cannot be talked about existing or non-existing. Therefore, it doesn't create because of itself the Dvaita with the Brahman. है ना? ये वाली बात को पकड़ना है. That's what next he says. So, निकटवर्तिनी विकुर्वाण किं कुर्वाण अवतिष्ठते. तस्मात् therefore ध्यान से सुनिएगा. सह अपि मायी परमेश्वरः. The Mayi, the Parameshwara, Maya Upadi Sannidhehe. Because of that Sannidhi proximity of the Upadi of called as Maya, Tadvan Iva. He appears to be Ishvara. Ishvara is Ishvara because of his Maya Shakti. Through that he is expressing. Otherwise, the Ishvara is Parabrahma only. Parabrahma now is Ishvara because of this Maya Upadhi. Parameshwara Maya Upadhi Sannidhehe Tadvaniva. Therefore, he becomes whatever Maya Shaktis are there as if he is the Shaktiman. In his pure form is Brahman only. But now he is Ishvara with Ishvariya Shakti called Maya. Not only that, Tadvan Iva, then Tadvan में ईश्वर आ गया. Next is what? कार्यभूतैः देहादिभिः तद्वदेव. From that Maya, which is three gunatmika, from that the Mahatattva, the Panchamahabhutas, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, all these have come now, which we studied in other Shastras. They are all called as Karya of the Maya. Therefore, Karya Bhutaihi Dehadivihi Tadvadeva. Then at this level now is called as Jiva. In this way, Vibhaktaihi va Vibhaktaha Ishwaradi-rupena avatishtate. Therefore, because of that Maya, because of the Maya, Ishvara is there as if he is Vibhakta from the Brahman. Jivas are there with their Vibhakti, means as if separate, both from the Brahman and the Ishvara. Again, Jivas are appearing Vibhakta, that means separate from each other, separate as if separate from each other also. So, Jiva Jiva Bheda. Okay, 1. Jiva Ishvara Bheda. 2. Jiva Brahma Bheda. 3. Ishvara Brahma Bheda. 4. All these Bhedas are because of Maya. Because of that alone, there is samsara. Because that alone, there is sadhana. After the sadhana, when the Brahman is experienced, no Maya, therefore, no all these four Vedas. That is why it is Abheda Kaivalya moksha, sthiti, which is our goal. So, not only the Purvapakshi's prashna is answered by bringing the idea of the Maya, we also are given such a clear clarity regarding Jiva, Jiva, Jiva Bheda, Jiva, Ishvara Bheda, Jiva, Brahma Bheda, Brahma and Jagat, Ishvara Bheda. Then we can bring the Jagat also. Jagat, Jiva Bheda, Jagat, Jagat Bheda, Ishvara, Jagat Bheda, Jagat, Brahma Bheda. So the Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat, Brahma. And for Ishvara, for Jiva, the Bhokta, the Bhogya, the Bhoga Bheda. All of them are the power of the Maya projecting. Why do you have to call it as projection? Because they are not real. How? When Brahman is realized, they all go away. Anna? When you realize the rope as rope, the snake has gone away. Therefore, snake is not real, it is projected. Though at one point of time, in our ignorance of the rope, delusion level, that snake appeared to be real. Appeared to be real. Even it gave us fear also, anubhutis also. Yet, when the rope is seen, snake gone, therefore snake is unreal projected. In the same way, those who have realized the Brahman, from the Brahmanubhuti standpoint, Maya, the Maya Karya of Jiva Jagat Ishvara have all disappeared when Brahman is experienced. Therefore, these all things are not real, they are projected only on the Brahman by his own power, Maya. Again, for us as Jivas, out of the Maya Karya, all the three things are there. The Bandhana Karanas are there, the right, Dukkha Karanas are there, the Sukha Karanas are there. Both of them are Bandhana Karana. Then the third is the Moksha Karana are there. Created the Maya only. That is why the Punya Karmas are there, given in our Shastras. And to do the Punya Karma, all the material, all guidance are there. When we do them, Sukha comes. So too in our possibilities, they're all Papa karmas are there, and to do the Papa, whatever required, that also is there. And those who do that, they become Dukhi. So too in this very world, the sadhana is there for doing sadhana. The required things of the Guru, the Shastra, the Satsanga, all of them also are there. You choose either of these three. And all of them are projected. But still one binds with dukkha, another binds with sukha. The third one liberates from both sukha dukkha samsara. That is called adhyatmika sadhana. See the spashtata we are getting. Because consciously, slowly when you go through, ideas start becoming clear. Most important thing in Vedanta is spashtata in the avagahana, clarity of understanding. Then only what exactly pinpointedly we have to do as sadhana, we'll be able to knowing it. Remember, all japa upasana are very mere purifying our equipments again to impurify with worldliness. The real sadhana is tattva shravana, tattva chintana, tattva anubhuti, which will be told in the next two shlokas very, very exhaustively. So, therefore, तस्मात् सः अपि मायी परमेश्वरः माया उपाधि सन्निवेशात् तद्वान् इव कार्यभूतैः देहादिभिः तद्वद् एव विभक्तैः वा विभक्तः ईश्वरादिरूपेण अवतिष्ठते. तो जीवरूप ईश्वर रूप जीवरूप अनेक जीवरूप and in that jiva different, jiva jagat different, jiva ishwara different, jagat ishwara different, ishwara brahma different, jagat brahma different. All vibhakti means separation, as if they're all kalpit. Okay, tasmat. Therefore, ekasmin ekarase paramatmani. Therefore, on that one Paramatma, Ekasmin, Ekarase, who is one Rasa, Brahmananda Rasa Rupi, Parabrahma Paramatma, on him, Abhyupagamya Mane Api. Even though the Brahman is one without second, that is ultimately his goal and is existing like that intact, yet Jiva Ishwaradi Sarva Laukika Vaidika Sarva Bheda Vyavahara Siddhi. Because of this Maya, Laukika Vaidika Bheda and Bheda Vyavahara is possible because of Maya, even though the Brahman is Ekarasa Advitiya from his side. Okay. Nacha, now, Nacha Tayoho Vasturantarasya Sadbhavat Dvaitavada Prasakti. Okay. The Vastavikata of Jiva Jagat Ishvara being one only the Brahman, therefore, at the projection level, though there is Dvaita, actually the Advaita Brahman is intact, no problem to him. What about the Dvaita to Paramatma? Because of Maya, there is no Jiva Jagat Ishvara Dvaita. Why? Because तीनों के वस्तु substratum एक ही ब्रह्म होने के कारण Brahman is there as Advaita always. So Jiva Jagadishwara Advaita is only projected, therefore it doesn't disturb the Brahma Advaita. Brahma Deva, Brahmas, Parabrahma Advaita is not disturbed by them. Then the Advaita of the Brahman may be disturbed by the Jeev Maya. No. Why? Maya, the Maya का बात क्या है? अनिर्वाच्यत्वेन, it is indefinable because प्योर ब्रह्म में है ही नहीं वो, और जगत निर्माण के टाइम है, that time also it is not independently hai, it is because of the Ishvara only hai. Therefore, specifically you cannot talk about it. Mayaha anirvachatvena vastutva ayoga. And that which is inexplicable in that way, it is not a reality or vastu. Even Brahman also inexplicable, then is that he is also not a vastu? No. Brahman is not inexplicable है, लेकिन not inexperiential. He is experienceable. And when the Brahman is experienced, Maya is not there. Therefore, Maya is avastu. It is not explainable. Brahman is the vastu. He is also not explainable. दोनों inexplainable है, but एक वस्तु है, एक अवस्तु है. Therefore, माया नहीं रहेगा. When the anubhuti of Brahma. Therefore, Brahma, this Maya has no specific explanation. Therefore, its existence being that way suspicious, it will not create Dvaita in the Brahman. So, Mayayaha Anirvachatvena Vastu Tattva Yogat. Tatahi. Tada. This is what is said in many Shastras. Ki Esha hi Bhagavan Maya Sadasat Vyakti Varjita iti. This power of Maya, power of Bhagavan called as Maya, Sad Asad Vyakti Varjita. You cannot talk about Sat or existence of it because in pure Brahman it is not there. You cannot say it as Asat because that is the one which is projecting Jiva Jagatishvara on Brahman. Okay, in this way, second is explained. Second line, Ajahyeka Bhoktru Bhogyartha Yukta. Now the third line, about the Parabrahma Paramatma, what is said is कि अनंतष्टात्मा विश्वरूपो ही अकर्ता. Then Trayam Yada Vindate Brahma Metatu. These two things have to be pondered and understood. Beautiful, that is, we'll try it. In this effort only, our intellects become sharper to grasp this knowledge. Done? We'll see it tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, friends. Yeah, join in 5 minutes for Gita.